so he couldn't move anywhere.
Yeah, what was up with that? Alright, now we're playing Tube It or Lose It for our next minigame. And it's a very fitting time for me to be playing this one, since I've recently had snow in my area the other day.
Oh geez, why is it lagging all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't really get it at all right here, but at least on the bright side, we haven't really been having too much problems with that.
Yeah, I think that's normal, so I don't know, maybe that was just a weird spike.
Oh, dude! Why did I do that right here? I literally just messed myself up.
Alright, well, as long as I can do this, we'll still be fine.
Yeah, I think we should be safe right here. Yeah, we got it.
Also, I swear that's like the exact same house they use in Come&Party minigame, Snow's Way Out. It certainly looks like it, at least.
Yeah, I even do remember right here that Dominic was pointing that out to me several times out here on the times that we do play that particular mini game. Now Nick lands on event space.
I'm getting a lot of terrible numbers, so I might have a chance of getting Slowpoke Star if that pops up if I keep up with that.
Well, you never know. That's an 8 for Daisy. Now she's about to see Bowser. But yeah, while Kurt Busch doesn't race anymore now in the NASCAR Cup Series, since he's basically in the NASCAR Hall of Fame right here. I do know his brother Kyle Busch still races in the NASCAR Cup Series today, in which he does currently drive the number 8 car for Richard Childress Racing.
Alright, well that's good. I actually lost the least possible amount I could have lost on that.
Yeah, so don't worry too much there. Alright, Daisy's gonna get herself a warp block there. Okay. I'll just roll regularly. I'm not really too worried right now, no matter what I get, since I don't have a single star with me. So I gotta pay 19 coins to get myself a cursed dice block. But now I do get an opportunity here to see this boo. Alright, I'm stealing away a star right here. And because that Donkey Kong ruined my plans from earlier right here on One Other Turn, I'm taking away his star.
Suck it, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, you don't deserve this. It's going to me now. Alright, now what do I get on this lucky space? 7 coins. Alright, Donkey Kong's paying 18 coins for a cursed dice block from Bowser. And he just landed on a Bowser space.
Alright, as long as it's not Bowser Revolution, I think I'll be fine with this.
Alright, well, let's see. It's not there either way, so you're safe on that. But Donkey Kong has to give up 10 coins. Alright, 1 versus 3 for this one. Look away.
A lot of movie 3 mini games I've noticed.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Alright, that's a good start. Let's keep it going. Oh boy, I'm out.
We only have 2 more rounds left.
Yeah, let's see if either you or Daisy can survive. Oh boy, Daisy's gone. It's up to you to try to survive this last round.
It's all on me.
Okay, we got it.
I saved the day.
Yeah, you certainly did. Alright, let's go to turn number 10.
Please give me a little higher than a 2. Okay, at least the game actually listened to me for once.
But you're still seeing Bowser. But yeah, I'll go ahead and say this right here. Since I was mentioning that Kyle Busch is still racing the NASCAR Cup Series today, he is one of the best active Cup drivers right now. Because I do know that he holds the record for the most consecutive seasons with at least 1 win.
Nice, that is really cool.
So basically, what I do know is that Kyle Busch won at least once in 19 consecutive seasons. He basically did that ever since his rookie year, all the way back in 2005.
Oh wow, that is very interesting.
And he was barely able to beat that record, too, over the King Richard Petty. So I do see that Daisy is close by to where the star is, so I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and use this cursed dice block on her.
That's a good idea, slow down her momentum.
Alright, I got 5. Alright. Oh, Donkey Kong's using a cursed dice block on me. But I got the custom.
I can just cancel it out.
I was just about to say that because I do have a custom dice block that I can basically do that with. Donkey Kong's stealing away some of your money. It's 10 coins for what he took away from you.
Could have been worse at least.
Alright, let's get into another bonus mini game. And we're playing Catch You Ladder. And by the way, not only is Kyle Busch still racing the NASCAR Cup Series right now, I actually do remember that his son Braxton is actually starting to race right here, which is pretty sweet. From what I do know, Kyle Busch's son Braxton is only 10 years old, but they have raced against each other a couple times so far.
I definitely won this, no doubt.
Yeah, you did get it.
But I've had like 13, which I think would have been like a new record for me in this mini game.
But yeah, sometime in the future, I have heard that Kyle Busch's son Braxton has a goal where he wants to one day race against Kyle Busch in NASCAR. That would definitely be very cool to see.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Alright. Well, seeing as how you spared me early, I'll go ahead and spare you, so. But, you know, Daisy, you are a computer player, so hand over the star.
Yeah, we can't let the computer players win.
Nope.
So that's gonna put you up to 2 stars. And I forgot to mention this from earlier, but in honor of Kurt Busch now being in the NASCAR Hall of Fame, I actually did recently check out a video on NASCAR's YouTube channel on the best career moments that Kurt Busch reacted to, which was very cool.
Definitely cool to hear.
Alright, but anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and use the custom dice block to cancel out the effect of the cursed dice block, and let me check the board very quickly to see what I want to do about this. Okay. From what I am seeing right here, I think I'm going to go with a 7. Alright, I will pay 2 coins here to pass through this toll. Alright, what am I getting here on the lucky space? A cursed dice block. But yeah. From what I do know, certainly a couple of the biggest moments I do remember from Kurt Busch in his NASCAR Cup Series career, where his championship that he got in 2004, and also his Daytona 500 win from 2017. Those moments were certainly very impressive for him back at the time. But now it's chance time here, but let's see how it plays out.
Oh boy. You know, it's hard not to get nervous with this island, especially when you're in the lead.
I involves Donkey Kong, and he's having a coin swap with you, Nick.
Alright, well, at least I didn't lose 4 coins, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, not too much of a difference right here, so you shouldn't worry too much at all.
Yep, I'd definitely much rather be that than swapping the stars.
Alright, let's go into a 4-player minigame, and we're playing Hammer Drop.
Yeah, like I said, we've not gotten that many 4-player minigames, and it's funny how 2 of them so far have been coin ones.
Yeah, I really do find it interesting. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I can tell you're already just doing so good out there. But certainly other good moments I do remember from Kurt Busch's career in the NASCAR Cup Series was when he battled against his brother Kyle Busch for the win in some races. Like, I remember this great battle that they had in Kentucky in 2019 on that final restart. And Kurt Busch was able to pull away from his brother for that win. And back then, when Kurt Busch won that race, it was also his first win that he had with Chip Ganassi racing in that one car.
Alright, yeah, I'm definitely going to go to the left. Not the least because also the stars over there.
That's pretty much exactly what I did earlier for that reason. And another good highlight that I do remember from Kurt Busch's career was his win that he got at his home track, Las Vegas, in 2020. That was certainly a very good moment for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And since I was mentioning Las Vegas, Nick pretty much lives near Las Vegas himself now.
Yeah, that is correct. And like I said, it's great to be back in my home state.
Yeah, I bet it is. Alright. I roll 5, and now I'm going to get a star from Toadette here. Thank you very much.
This game is between me and you, just like it should be.
For certainly a great moment I cannot forget about for Kurt Busch's career was his very first win that he had back in 2002 at Bristol. Just anybody who gets a first win out here, it's a great moment that anybody can never forget.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, Donkey Kong got a warp block there on that lucky space. Time for a 2 versus 2 minigame, and let's see what we're playing next. Oh, Pay Misbehavin'!
Oh, this is definitely a good minigame, and of course, like I said, one of literally just 2 from Mario Party 8.
Yeah, not that many Mario Party 8 minigames that they brought back onto this game, but this and Winner or Dare that they also brought back on here are still pretty nice choices. I just kind of wish they would brought in more Mario Party 8 minigames on here, since that was basically the Mario Party game that gives me so much nostalgia. And not only that, it was my first Mario Party game that I played in my life.
Yeah, I definitely wish they would have brought more in, but I can also understand what it means, since obviously most Mario Party games have the motion controls.
Oh, you beat me by 1!
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, that was insane! But good job, though, nonetheless.
Yep, GG.
Okay. Anyways, let's keep it going. And there's a 10 for Nick, and he's going to be getting himself his 3rd star now. So there's definitely another great moment out there that I do remember in Kurt Busch's career that I do want to go over right now. This basically actually involves one of the most closest finishes in NASCAR history, if any of you do remember that for what I'm going to say, for those of you who do follow that sport like I do. Before I say what it is, Daisy's getting back on the board with the star as well. So basically, there was this really tight finish that happened at Darlington in 2003, where Kurt Busch was battling for a win with Ricky Craven, and they were literally side by side coming to the checker flag at the end of that race, and Ricky Craven beat Kurt Busch by 0.02 of a second right there.
That is insane right there. That is insane.
Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. Yeah, Daisy got herself 17 coins there on the lucky space. Let's see what happens with me now, and I get myself a 9. But yeah, there should be at least a video of that finish for what I was talking about right here that you guys can go check that out if you haven't seen it already. But for what I just said about that type finish at Darlington in 2003 between Kurt Busch and Ricky.
That sucks.
Yeah, that literally had to screw you over right there. But yeah, as I was trying to say, basically that type finish I was talking about in Darlington in 2003 with Kurt Busch and Ricky Craven, that is basically one of the most memorable finishes ever in NASCAR history, without a doubt. And Donkey Kong failed to get anything right there on that item space. Now it's time for a 1 vs. 3 minigame, and we're playing Piranha's Pursuit.
Alright, normally it's like the guarantee win for the one player, but considering the fact that they're on normal difficulty, this might actually be pretty easy.
Yeah, we will see.
The really all I have to do is just screw up one time and then we pretty much got it. Oh, come on.
We're getting close. I think we can do this.
It does help that the computer players also don't really skate too fast on these difficulties.
Yeah, they certainly don't. Oh boy, we're literally right there. And we did it!
Alright.
Nicely done.
Yeah, definitely for sure if it was either me or you as the one player, we definitely for sure probably would have won no matter what, but against computer players it's a lot easier.
Yup. But yeah, that intense finish at Darlington from 2003 for what I was talking about earlier, that would basically be the closest finish in NASCAR history for a long time until it would actually get broken. Was from a couple years ago, I think, in a race at Kansas, where the margin of victory on that was 1,000th of a second.
Yeah, that is very true. That is interesting.
But yeah, that new closest finish in NASCAR history for what I was mentioning that happened at Kansas a couple of years ago. Basically, I don't ever see that getting broken right here at any point in the future. It's like the closest you can get in terms of a margin of victory.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be ready to use the curse dice block just yet. Alright, I'm rolling a 5. There's a bounce in space and I go up! Oh god! What do I do?
You might have no choice, honestly, but to go right, unless, of course, you want to risk losing a star for that bonus star.
Oh god. I don't really want to take any chances here. I'm playing it safe.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
So I at least gotta pay 6 coins on this toll.
At least the good news, at least for either of us, is that, there is still a chance that happening space could be landed on. Although, in my case, I don't get DK lands on one else, or else I pretty much have no chance to get a star right now.
I got myself 7 coins there on the lucky space. And it's a 2 for Donkey Kong. What's he getting on the lucky space? Oh boy, item bag. He's getting a mushroom, a curse dice block, and a golden pipe.
Wow, he got very lucky with that last item.
Yeah, he absolutely did. Okay. Let's see what our next minigame is going to be. Mushroom Mix-Up, certainly a great classic.
Yep, it's it's definitely one of my favorites on Mario Party 1 for sure.
Alright, what color's up first? Pink. What the? How did I get squished there? Alright, now we're on to purple.
Unfortunately, computer players just do that. They like to squish you.
Alright, red is next.
Nice, leave me alone.
Alright, we're back to pink. Alright, Daisy's out. And we got Donkey Kong out too. I think one of us just pushed him right into the water.
That might have been me, but either way, that's what they get for acting like fools.
Yep. Alright, so it's just you and me. Bring it on.
What was I doing? I was already on the purple.
Oh boy, this is getting good.
I still remember there's been at least 2 times where I actually tied with someone on this minigame. Once with Bloody back when he was around, and once with Armand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
Speaking of Bloody, today actually is his birthday. I haven't heard from him for a long time, but wherever he is, I hope he's doing well, and happy birthday.
Yeah, I hope he is doing fine out here. And from what I recall, I don't think we've ever mentioned that kind of person before in my videos.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
But yeah, basically to be fair, for who Bloody is, he's basically a person out there that is on Nick's Discord server.
Yeah, and he's also used to be like a really, probably still is honestly, but he's also like a really good Mario Kart player. He was also really good at Mario Party. He's just a pro gamer, but unfortunately, I've just not heard from him in a while.
Yeah, but like I said right here, even though we have never previously talked him, even though we never previously mentioned him before in my videos, wherever he is, I'm sure he's doing well. At least I hope so.
Yeah, for sure.
And plus, it didn't really make any sense too for how I lost the minigame, because I was not trying to ground pound at all.
Yeah, that's unfortunately kind of a problem with this game. I've noticed sometimes, and also in Jamboree too, where like sometimes, like if you actually press the A button too fast because of input delay, the game will think you're trying to ground pound instead of screw you over.
Okay, but at least the good news is that, thanks to Daisy landing on an event space, I was able to get a star right here since I rolled high enough for it.
Happening, at least for me, though, is that she was in the happening space, so now I can't get the star.
Oh, but at least I got lucky on that when I did. But yeah, there are a couple of more moments that I want to talk about right here for big highlights in Kurt Busch's career. There's this one moment that I do remember right here where basically he ended up getting second place in a race in Sonoma in 2015 when his brother Kyle Busch won that race. That was basically a little after the time in that year when Kyle Busch had an injury for breaking his leg in the first Xfinity Series race for that year. And speaking of the Xfinity Series, it's actually getting rebranded to the O'Reilly All the Parts series for this year, so it's going to take some time for me to get used to that now. So I really do find it a pretty interesting change for what they're going for. Alright, now we're playing Quicksand Catch for the next minigame, and it's also the last bonus minigame we're playing too.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not really too good at this mini game, but we'll try to see if I can get some coins here.
And you are the player in the Bowser suit too, so it could give you a little bit of an advantage to try to get more money compared to your opponents. But yeah, that moment that I was talking about where Kurt Busch got second in a race at Sonoma in 2015, when his brother Kyle Busch won that race. Kurt really wishes he would have won that, but around that time when Kyle Busch came back after breaking his leg around the beginning of the 2015 season, even though Kurt Busch wishes he would have won that race, he was still proud of his brother for actually taking that win after coming back to the track right here at that one point in the year from 2015. Because basically, Kyle Busch really needed a win to get back into a championship form after breaking his leg. But anyways, let's check out our current standings since we're on the last 5 turns. Nick is in first, I'm in second, Daisy's in third, and Donkey Kong's in last. Alright, who's the cheat sheet gonna predict to win? Daisy.
That's interesting because they usually do this to predict the last place person.
Alright, Daisy's getting a bonus of 20 coins. Alright, so we of course now know for the rest of the game that all blue and all red spaces are now going to be doubled to 6 coins apiece. And we will have a duel of 2 or more players land on the same space. I heard you were trying to say something from earlier, Nick, when I was in the middle of talking, but what were you going to say?
I was pointing out that because it was a double mini game, you guys got 52 coins. And by the way, with Daisy getting an additional 20, that means you literally jumped 72 coins just one turn.
Oh my god, that's pretty insane.
I know.
Alright, it's time for you to see Bowser again.
Alright, I'm gonna be seeing Boo again at least. I don't actually know though if I want to steal a star. I'm kind of thinking about that, especially because I know they're also right there too.
Well, just take your time to think about this a little bit, but we'll see what you're gonna do.
Alright. So there's definitely a lot of considerations here, right? I mean, obviously if I steal a star, you can usually just steal it right back. And
Yeah, that's true.
Steal some coins, if I steal some coins, like Daisy, for example, that might give me more money, but then you'd also still be able to steal a star if you so wanted. And I think I am going to be landing on a item space too, so that's another good thing to take into consideration as well. It is kind of a shame, like I said, I got stolen the Donkey Kong, because otherwise I for sure would have bought a golden pipe. But,